Hello everyone, I'm Lynette and this is Grammy Crochet, and I want to welcome you into the dining room today. This will be, I think, Charm Chatter number 221. Maybe I need to back you up a little because I feel like I'm in your face. um, so I'd like to thank all of my subscribers for coming back. If you're not subscribed, please do if you like what you see here. I just mostly, my channel is about crocheting, some life stuff, and things that I've made and purchases that I've made, which I'm trying to stay away from. So you know how that goes. After Hobby Lobby's last clearance sale, I should be done for a while. So let's get into it. I first want to thank my yarn friends for the beautiful flowers that they sent um, for my father. I greatly appreciate it. I love them, and I'm looking forward to putting this one in the yard in this fall. My husband will plant it. And this one might just stay there because I put one of those kind of plants there before and it did fabulous, and now it's in a different window. And it's huge. So thank you so much for that. And I did receive some sympathy cards and I appreciate those very much. Thank you so much. Now on to the yarn stuff. So what have I been up to? I have a couple of crochet alongs that I just feel like I'm not in the right spot here. I have a couple of crochet alongs that I participated or am participating in. If you've been around for a while, you do know that. The one is the Crochet Calendar Fun I'm doing with Dina and several other podcasters. And this month's project is this pillow. And I know I've showed it before, and I think I gave people the impression that I don't like the pillow. I do like pillows. And I think that's an adorable pillow. My problem with making pillows is that we don't use them in this house, and they end up on the floor. I have actually pillows in the corners of my window seat. And if I put them on the couch, we have recliners, so they're just in the way in the recliner, and they end up on the floor. And so that's why it's just going to be on the floor. I don't want to make one, and my kids would do the same thing. They'd throw them on the floor. So I don't have anyone to give it to. Therefore, I didn't want to make it as a pillow. But I did do the granny squares, and I did scrap granny squares. And they're just little, and I put them together, and I have washed this because I've used several different scrap yarns. Some of them are very soft to start with, some of them not so much, and it was stiff. The border is the Caron 1 pound in a cream color, and everything else is just whatever I grabbed out of my scrap bin. So I've got some neons. I think these are Deborah Norville. The 3 neon colors in there. Everything else is just anything and everything. So this is what I made. I made this little doll blanket. And I did do a continuous granny join on it from the Fiber Spiders tutorial, which I will remember to link that. I'm just going to write it down so I don't forget to link that one. I can't write it on that page. I'll write it over here. Just 1 second. Sometimes I just mention it out of a whim and then forget. And the Crochet Calendar, I followed their directions for the granny square. So I don't have a link for that. But it's just, your general granny square. And I did weave in all the ends. And like I said, I did wash it because I wanted to have a drape. And I'll give this to Avery for her 18-inch dowel. This is my 18-inch dowel, just for pattern sizing. And see, it's just a little bit long, but that way she can curl up in it. And I think Avery will enjoy having this for her dowel. It wasn't too long until I did the, you add 2 rows when you do the continuous join in the granny stitch. I mean, you could do probably a continuous join in a single crochet and not add but it'll be fine. And it drapes nice, so it will be comfy for her baby and not stiff, because I don't think she'd like it. Avery, I don't think Avery would enjoy the blanket if it was like lay it on the doll and it hangs out like that and it lays down. But all of the yarns washed up really well, and they're all just basic acrylics, 4 weights, and various different kinds. I don't even know. But anyway, that is my hashtag Crochet Calendar Fun 21, and that's from Dina and Homespun Fun. Great channel. If you don't know her, go join her. She's a lot of fun to watch. I enjoy her. Then I am also doing, as we know, Nan's Next Knots Luck of the Draw 4, which is another hashtag. And I am making, and I will also link the Snowflake. It's not the name of the tutorial, is not Snowflake Granny Squares. It's something else, but I call it the Snowflake Granny Square because I can't remember the other name. And I am making, these are the snowflakes, which I've made ahead. And yeah, I didn't weave in the tails on any of them. But I do when I get it in the blanket. So this is what the snowflake looks like. I used Red Heart with Love metallic. So it has a shimmer to the snowflake, which I totally love that. And it's a real puffy 4-weight yarn. And then to join my squares, I am using Craft Smart. That's Michael's, I believe. Michael's inexpensive yarn, but they've redone it. This used to be like $2 in the US, $2 a skein, and it was stiff. They've redone the yarn. I don't know what they did. I haven't compared labels or anything. But it's now really nice and soft. You know, definitely wearable, definitely scarfable, as Crystal says. You know, Crystal from Bag O' Day, everybody knows her. Definitely scarfable, and it probably will get softer as it's washed. I mean, most yarn does, doesn't it? But they've increased the price by $1 or so a skein, so it's not as cheap as it was. Actually, I think it's now like even $1.50, so it's very comparable in price to Red Heart. But anyway, I think I got them on sale with a coupon or something. So I bought a few of those, and that's what I'm joining with. This week's color was number 6, because that's what's on my ball band. And this yarn is, I love this yarn from Hobby Lobby, and the color is Cranberry. So what I've done for my blanket is that I'm making these granny square stars or snowflakes. There's no granny stitch in it, so I don't know if it's really considered a granny square, but they're squares anyway. And I picked 4 different colors of red and 4 different colors of green. And I randomly put them in a bag and drew them out and wrote a number on them in order, 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's very random as to how they're going to come up. And so far, Nan, come on, I have all red. Every color's been red. Too crazy how that worked out, because I randomly put them in there, and when the first 2 are red, I'm like, that's cool. Now this one is also a shade of red, and I'm like, I really love the shades of red together, and I'm really afraid that when a green one comes up, it's going to look really funny. So it would be hard to find 8 shades of red, and as it is, one of that aren't, you know, that you'd be able to tell them apart, because as it is, some of them are very close. And I went to different stores and like different yarns that I have already, and searched hard to find reds that would be not the same, but some of them look very much similar already. So this is my newest one right here. And this is the, what did I say it was called? Cranberry. This is the Cranberry. This will need to be blocked, I'm sure, when it's all said and done. And then this is last week's, and I can't remember the name of the color or what number it was. And this is the first week. These 2, they're not really as comparable as they looked. You know, now that they're on the blanket, it's not, in the bag, I'm like, oh gosh, we're hardly going to be able to tell the difference in some of these reds. But so far, this one almost looks purple, the one in the middle. I think that one's called Aberdeen, and I think it's also I love this yarn. But anyway, so far, I'm really loving it, and I'm getting nervous about adding green to it. What do you guys think? I think, once the greens come in, I think it'll be okay. Cross your fingers. I'm not going to color control and cheat and just say, not crochet them along as I go and then intermingle the greens and the reds as I like it. I'm not going to do that because that defeats the purpose of the luck of the draw. You get the luck, you get the color of the week. And so I'm going to be good about it. It's going to be 20 weeks, so I'll have 20 squares when it's all said and done. And I should go 4 by 5 was my plan, but I might go 5 by 4 because really, what difference does it make? If a green one comes up and I get a green one here, and then the next week is well, I will control to that extent for the first time. I mean, it'll just be the 4th, 5th, 6th squares that I can control, because then you have to go with the flow after that. So if I go 4, the next one will come here, and then the next square gets added here onto this one, because you crochet the next square on, and then you crochet this way in the continuous join, so then the next square get added here. So I will have an option. Number 4 is going here for sure. Number 5 could go here, or it could go here. So that'll be my only option and I have to make that decision when I put in number 5. I can't wait and say, we'll see what color number 6 is. No, that's cheating, and I'm not going to do it. I mean, I've decided that that's cheating because you have to go with the luck of the draw. That's the whole point of the luck of the draw. So if green sticks out by itself over here, I hope it doesn't look funny. And maybe it'll be another red. Who knows? Who knows? I kind of really do love it all in the reds, though. I know I don't have 8 reds, and I had a really hard time without going into like a red that's got a marl or a variegated or something like that, which I really wouldn't want. But even a solid, this in a solid, I just think it's stunning. And with, if you did it all red with the white, I think it would even, and if you weren't doing a Christmas necessarily theme, but just a winter theme, if you did like whatever colors you do decorate your house in, like my daughter-in-law does teal a lot of times, or sometimes she does purple. So if you did like a dark purple with the white, I think that would be beautiful. But just the red and the white is, I think, any red and the white, I think it's really just a stunning pattern with the solid border. I just think, anyway, you got it. You understand. So that is what I've been working on. I'm really excited about this blanket, and I hope you guys enjoy watching the progress of it as much as I've been enjoying. I enjoyed making the last luck of the draw, and this one is more fun because I just think maybe, well, my first one was really fun too. So anyway, that's the luck of the draw and my crochet things. Those are my finished objects. And every week, I mean, I call the luck of the draw finished when I do my 1 week's worth, because it's finished for that week. So that's fair. This is definitely finished, and I haven't looked at what the pattern is for what's next, September. I haven't looked at that one yet. Maybe when I put this pattern away, I will give that a check and just give it see what I'm going to make. Give me time to figure out what I want to make. So now I haven't worked on the Mad Mile minute. I am sorry. I'm just not feeling it right now. So it's just kind of sleeping. I keep saying, I've been for the last couple of videos debating, do I catch up with it or frog it? And I've decided just to let it sleep for a few. And the other crochet along that I'm doing is with the Secret Yarnery, and we're she got behind for July. There was an issue with filming something, so August isn't out yet. She said probably in 2 more weeks. So I'm waiting on that, and then we'll get that one together, because that doesn't take very long either. Oh, the other nice thing about this pattern is on the snowflake thing, I made all the snowflakes, 20 of them in advance, and now it takes like no time to add the granny square to my, to add the square to my blanket, because it's like 3 rounds, or I think 4 rounds, plus then the attach, and it's quick and easy. So if you were just sitting down to make it, if you made all the centers and then you go back and just attach them, a couple of days, and for sure, if you don't even have a lot of time. So that's cool. You should try it. So what am I going to make next? I have to say I'm excited as heck to be able to say this, but Yarn Over Hook, Anita, has come out with a amigurumi pattern, and she's allowing me to be a tester. I'm so excited about it. I have to read the pattern myself, which if you've been around for a while, you know I'm just read a couple of patterns. I'm like really new at it, and Anita, I think, is new at writing patterns. She's great at designing things. I just don't think she's written out the patterns that many times. I know she's a fabulous crocheter, and I will link her below in the description box. Anyway, she was worried that the pattern wouldn't be understandable or whatever, and I read over it, and I think she's done a great job. I think I understand everything. So yay for both of us, because she did a great job and I figured it out. So yay, yay. But if I have a problem, I know how to reach her. So there's that too. But I'm hoping that I can get it made this weekend, or at least a good part of it. It's not real huge and it doesn't look at all complicated. So when she's got that ready to be, ready to go, you guys have to try it, because I think even if you're a beginning pattern reader or new at amigurumi, I think you'll be able to make this just from reading the pattern, and I know the design, and I'm not going to say what it is because I don't know that she wants us to do that, but I'm just saying that's my weekend pattern or weekend crochet, and I am thrilled to death to do it. So keep your fingers crossed that you never know what goes on at the campground. If it's raining or extremely hot and I'm in the camper most of the day, I will probably be able to get it done. If there's activities that I'm participating in, or shopping or flea markets or whatever, then maybe I won't get it done, but I will get it started. Excuse me. I picked out my yarns, and I have them in my going camping bag. So we'll see the progress on that by Monday. Maybe it'll be a finished project. So that's where I'm at today. I hope you all are having a great Friday. Today is Friday the 5th or 6th or whatever that is of August. And this video will go up as soon as I'm done. Excuse me just a second. Sorry about that. I got a terrible frog in my throat there for a minute. But I'm all better now. So as I was saying, I hope you have a great weekend. I want to thank you again for being subscribed, liking, watching, commenting on my videos. I do read all the comments. And I will give you a heart and maybe a comment back depending on what the comment is, if I have anything to say. And I will see you in the next video. Have a totally awesome rest of your day. Have a great weekend if you're watching this on the weekend. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.